what we have today, Xiang Zhu is going to take us through 5 times where this learning loop has taken place. First, we can talk about DAO emails.
Over the last 3 years, we always listen to the user feedback to see what we can improve on. At the beginning, we have to make a lot of decisions without much feedback because the user group is not big. But today is very different. We've been thinking about how to get the DAO, the Jup holders, Jup taker, engaged in the whole voting process. We always think about no one want to give out their email because privacy is very important. But surprisingly, a lot of people reach out to us like, yo, Twitter is not enough. Telegram is not enough. Like, we want ways to know when we can vote. We want to be actively participating in it. So Jupiter Lock is another product that we launched. A lot of people come to us, they trust us, and they look at the voting process that we have. They ask us like, what are things that you can build to help us as well? So the whole idea here is like, we want to work with projects out there to encourage their holders to vote, to lock, to customize to what you need. Then along the way, we realized the holder themselves actually more excited than the project. After listening to the feedback, we are going to shift the focus a little bit from talking to projects to be more community focused, to work together to make sure that they are locking the tokens, like show their commitment to the projects, how they can help us. We are in a very adversary like environments. Every time there's a cool token coming out, then people create a scam token trying to impersonate the actual token. So we went through a lot of our work to make sure the search is better right now. So we built our token to immediately detect all these fake tokens in real time.
What about Perps V2?
This is one thing that everyone has been asking, when are we launching? One thing that we learned is that we are way too optimistic on the timeline. We thought everything can get going maybe like 2 weeks after breakpoint. Then we realized that the scope is a lot bigger than we could handle. Now the process is slightly different right now because instead of launching all the 3 things that we promised, the first thing that will coming out actually is almost live right now. It's on h.jup.ag. The new UI has been live testing over the last week. We're actually getting a lot of real-time feedback coming in as well. The first version of the UI, we oversimplify it. We actually remove features that the traders want. The second version of the newer UI, I think it's coming out this week or end of this week. We actually bring back some of the features that we removed on the UI. We are making it a lot more customizable. If you really don't want this feature, you can turn it off. And the cool thing about this new UI is that we can start building a lot of things on top of it. The things that we mentioned, gasless transactions, that will be coming out, I think, end of this week and end of next week. When we're building limit orders, we realize that there are some economical concerns that we have to deal with. So we've been working on like modeling out the whole limit order economic to see whether it makes sense or whether there are things that we need to build in order to prevent certain exploitation.
8 Pro, another place where there's been a bunch of product learnings.
The launch has been impressive. The numbers are growing. Seeing all these traders are trading live on the platform gave us a few ideas, like things that we missed on the original launch. Before that, users can only withdraw SOL from April. Withdrawal for all tokens has been live since yesterday or maybe 2 days ago. That's one tough lesson as well. The reason that we turned off all the different withdrawals and also deposits was because it will mess up the P&L a little bit, make the calculation harder to calculate. But the cool thing about it is now we allow withdrawal of all tokens. One thing that we didn't think was important, but after launching it, a lot of users gave us feedback. So we need this. Is something that the community wants. Like, we added social links as well to all the tokens. Surprisingly, people actually do care. They want to know what's happening on Twitter for this particular token.
The key point that we're trying to make happen here, cadet feedback is crucial. The Jupiverse as a whole only gets better the more you participate, the more you make your voice known, your opinions, your ideas, whatever else it might be. The more that you do it, the better things get. So if you take away one thing from this whole section, is that these learning loops are critical in the Jupiverse and they only happen when you're a part of them.